Hello students, how are you? Hope you are fine. This is your worksheet number 20 which is being given to you on 19th of August of class 9th, and this is your worksheet of science subject. Okay, this is about fundamental unit of life. We'll discuss it here. First of all, please do like and subscribe to my videos. Please press the bell icon also. Subscribe to my videos. Now look at our worksheet which is being here about fundamental unit of life. Here Gyan and Jigyasa are in conversation with each other. Gyan says, Jigyasa Didi, we know that cell is the basic fundamental या functional unit of life, but what are life processes and how does a cell perform them? Gyan, Jigyasa says, Gyan, as you know that all the living organisms possesses special traits, so that this, for example, they grow, they excrete, they need food, they inhale and exhale, that is your respiration. These all necessary activities are known as life processes. वो पूछ रहा है लाइफ प्रोसेसेस क्या होती हैं और उन्हें सेल कैसे परफॉर्म करता है। तो जिज्ञासा कहती है ज्ञान, जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं इनके अंदर एक कुछ खास बातें होती हैं, जैसे कि वो बढ़ते हैं, एक्सक्रीट करते हैं, उन्हें खाना चाहिए, उन्हें भूख लगती है, वो श्वसन क्रिया करते हैं, उन्हें सांस लेते हैं। तो ये सब क्या है, उनके एक स्पेशल ट्रेट्स हैं और इन्हीं स्पेशल ट्रेट्स को हम क्या कहते हैं, लाइफ प्रोसेसेस कहते हैं। दीज आर परफॉर्म्ड इन एवरी लिविंग सेल बाय एक्सचेंज ऑफ नेसेसरी सब्सटेंसेस। उनमें आपस में एक्सचेंज चलता रहता है, कुछ गैसेस एक्सचेंज जिसे कहते हैं, हम आगे पढ़ेंगे, जिसके थ्रू ये सारी प्रोसेसेस चलती हैं। सेल हैज़ अ स्पेशल कंपोनेंट कॉल्ड एज सेल ऑर्गेनेलिस एंड एवरी ऑर्गेनेली परफॉर्म अ स्पेसिफिक टास्क। सेल्स के अंदर एक स्पेशल ऑर्गेनेली होती है, ऑर्गन्स होते हैं उनके, जो ये स्पेशल टास्क करने के लिए तत्पर होते हैं। Cell is able to perform all its function because of these organelles. Every cell has plasma membrane, nucleus, cytoplasm. So here we are having four components of cell. One is your plasma membrane, two nucleus, three cytoplasm. Now I have said four. Why I have said four? Because plasma membrane is also having cell wall. तो हम यहाँ पर चारों की बात करेंगे. दिस इज फोर्थ वन, सेल वॉल. ओके, दीज हेल्प द सेल टू परफॉर्म वेरियस एक्टिविटीज़. ये सब क्या करते हैं, ये सब लाइफ प्रोसेसेस को काम करने में, इनकी लाइफ प्रोसेसेस करने में इनका मदद होती है, काम करते हैं. तो यही सब कंपोनेंट्स हेल्पफुल होते हैं ये लाइफ प्रोसेसेस को पूरा करने के लिए. ज्ञान सेज व्हाट इज प्लाज्मा और सेल मेम्ब्रेन एंड व्हाट इज इट्स फंक्शन. Gyasa says, Gyan, it is the outermost covering of the cell. If we touch our skin, this is our outer covering. Okay, so similarly in plants or in every cell, you can say the outermost covering is your cell membrane. The plasma membrane or cell membrane allows the entry and exit of some necessary material in and out of the cell. वो कुछ चीज़ों को अंदर आने देती है, कुछ चीज़ों को बाहर जाने देती है. ठीक है, only certain material can pass through it. Therefore it is also called as selectively permeable membrane. Now the word here is selectively permeable membrane. What does this word mean? Selectively means it allows only certain things to pass only. Okay, it doesn't allow all the things to pass in and out of the cell. Okay, permeable means passage, it means passage of. Okay, membrane, it's your cell membrane. It is called selectively permeable because it allows only certain things to pass in or out of the cell. Okay, so the necessary materials like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrients and water, they can enter or exit through the plasma membrane by diffusion. Here the word comes diffusion and osmosis process. They are the both processes. Now we'll read what is your diffusion. Movement of substance from region of higher concentration to region where its concentration is low is called diffusion. Okay. For example, if you light you could say agarbatti, like incense, in your a corner of your room, or mosquito coil in a corner of your room, after a few minutes you will realize its fumes all over in the room. Okay, so that was the reason in which it was having higher concentration at the corner of your room, but in the whole room the concentration was low, so it is spreading from the region where its concentration is high to the region where its concentration is low. ओके, अब मैं हिंदी में बता देती हूँ इसी चीज़ को। अगर आपने मॉस्किटो कॉइल को आपने कमरे में कोने में रखा है तो वहाँ से वो पूरे कमरे में फैल जाती है। तो वो एक रीज़न था जहाँ पर उसकी कंसंट्रेशन क्या थी, हाई थी, और ऐसे रीज़न में फैल रही है वो जिस कहाँ पर उसकी कंसंट्रेशन क्या है, लो। सो दिस इज़ कॉल्ड एज डिफ्यूज़न. Okay, now look at our another slide. So this is your diffusion of water through cell membrane is called as osmosis. When this process, the movement of materials, their passage of material from low concentration to high or high concentration to low occurs through any cell membrane, it this diffusion occurs through any cell membrane, it is called as osmosis. Okay, so difference being in the diffusion and osmosis is diffusion. In diffusion there is no cell membrane from which the particles have to move, but in osmosis there is cell membrane present in between, that is semi permeable in nature. Semi permeable means it allows only certain things to pass, or you can say it is selectively permeable, that cell membrane is selectively permeable. So in osmosis that selectively permeable cell membrane is present, but in that case of diffusion it is not present. So this is the difference between both of them. Now, effect of concentration of a solution on a cell. What is the effect of concentration on a solution in a cell? On the basis of concentration of water, solution is of three types. One is hypotonic, isotonic, and third is hypertonic. Hypo means less concentration. Hypo means less. Hyper, as the name indicates, it is high concentration. Okay, and iso means same. Now the word I'll repeat here: hypotonic. It is composed of hypo and tonic. Tonic means concentration. Okay, hypo means less concentration. Now hypertonic. Now you understood the tonic word, but the second word is hyper. Hyper means high concentration, yeah, more. Okay, and now isotonic. Isotonic means same concentration. Okay, beta. So in hypertonic solution, the concentration of the solute is less. What is less here? Solute. You could say the solute is less here. As we know, solution is composed of two parts. solute and solvent. Okay, so the solute is, when the solute is less, it is called as hypertonic. When the solute is high, then we could say hypertonic. And when both are in same concentration, then it is called as isotonic. Solute, you can say that sugar, and solvent is your water. Now we'll understand it properly. Sugar, salt, etc., whatever your solute is. If we dissolve sugar in solution, that is your water, that makes the particular solution, that is sugar solution. Okay, so coming back to our work. Solution that have more water than cell. Now we are placing our cell into the hypertonic solution. If we place any cell into the hypertonic solution means the solution is having less concentration than that of cell. Then the cell will swell up, increases in size due to endosmosis. Endosmosis. Now the word is endosmosis, comes from endo. Endo means in. Okay, endo means in. Osmosis, into the what? Inside. Osmosis, into it. Okay, when the osmosis means movement of water molecules, or movement of diffusion of water through any cell membrane. So there is a cell placed here. Look at it. This is a hypertonic solution. Okay, so solution is having more water than cells. In the cells there is less concentration of water, but the solution outside the cell is hypertonic. Hypertonic means it is having more water than the cell. Okay, the cell being concentrated and the water being less concentrated, the solution being less concentrated. Now so the water will move inside in hypertonic solution. When the cell is placed in hypertonic solution, the water will move inside, and that is called as endosmosis. Okay, now if we will place the cell in hypertonic solution, the concentration is more outside, so water is less, concentration is high, your solvent is less, means so water will move out of the cell. When the water in the cell is high, so water from the cell will move out into the hypertonic solution, causing the shrinkage of the cell. Okay, now we'll look at here. Solution that have less water than the cell shrinks, decrease in the size due to exosmosis. Due to exosmosis means, exo means exist. The word comes exhaust from exit means coming out. Okay, the water is coming out of the cell and the cell size decreases. Here the size was increasing, now here the cell size is decreasing. But now we look at the isotonic solution. In isotonic solution, we look the concentration of water in the solution and the cell are same, so there will be no change in the shape of the cell. So we come to conclusion. When the cell is placed in hypertonic, it will increase in size. Now if we will place it in hypertonic, it will decrease in size. But if we'll place it in isotonic solution, there will be no change in its shape. So this was your diffusion. We can understand it here also. In hypertonic solution, this is your isotonic. In hypertonic solution, water particles move into the cell. Cell wall counteracts osmotic pressure to prevent swelling and lysis. So here the cell is increasing in its size. it swells up. Now, when we'll place it in hypertonic solution, hyper means more concentration outside. So, water particles will move out of the cell. Cell membrane shrinks and detaches from the cell here, like it is decreasing in the size. And in isotonic solution, no net movement of the water particle. Cell membrane is attached to the cell wall. So, it was your stages. Now, plant cell also has cell wall in addition to the plasma membrane. As I recalled you, I told you that there are four components. One is your cell wall also, that is present in only plant cells. That is the main difference between plant and animal cells. That is, in plant cells there is also present cell membrane. Sorry, cell wall. Cell membrane is present in both plants and animal cells, but in plant cells there is additional cell wall present outside the cell membrane. When plants loses water through osmosis, the cell content gets shrink away from the cell wall along with plasma membrane. This phenomena is called as plasmolysis. Plasmolysis means the word your plasmolysis. The word plasmolysis is made up of two words, that is your plasma membrane, and lysis means breakage, or the word here comes from shrinkage. Okay, so when the plant cell loses water, when the plant cell is loses water through osmosis, the water is coming outside of the cell, so its content get shrinked away from the cell wall. So its cell wall से उसकी detach हो जाती है उसकी plasma membrane. This phenomena is called as plasmolysis. Well, this diagram is not very much clear, so look at this diagram. Cell wall, this is your cell wall outside it. Okay, this is your normal cell. When it undergoes plasmolysis, cell wall remains here, but your plasma membrane, that is detaching itself from the cell wall. Cells showing contraction of cytoplasm. Okay, so here is also shrinkage of the cytoplasm. So this is your plasmolysing solution that is creating plasmolysis, that is effect, that is coming into effect. So this is your plasmolysed cell. When this plasmolysed cell is again placed into any water containing solution or water, it again get deplasmolysed or again regain its shape. Okay, so this is your worksheet today. Now we'll understand your question answers. What is the importance of cell membrane? तो cell membrane की importance क्या है? This is your in here. Cell membrane is the outermost covering. This is your answer number 1. It allows only the entry of exit of some necessary material in and out of the cell. So okay, the necessary materials like oxygen etc. can enter the cell through plasma membrane by diffusion and osmosis process. So this is the importance of your cell membrane. You can write from here. Now next question is your explain plasmolysis with a diagram. So this was your plasmolysis with diagram. This is your question number 2. You can explain it from your worksheet also. Write down the definition of plasmolysis first of all, then draw this diagram. Okay, so this is all are the stages of plasmolysis. Now we will understand your question number 3. Which part of the cell is permeable? That is very easy to say, that is your cell membrane. Okay, now what changes will occur in a resin and RBC when they are placed inside a hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution, the solution having less concentration than that of your cell. Now what is your resin? Resin your kishmish, okay, that is your dry fruit, and RBCs are your red blood cells. Okay, so these are your red blood cells. When these are placed in any hypotonic solution, what occurs? Let's see it here. This is your, look, this is your hypotonic solution. Okay, we are taking it as your RBC, your red blood cell, or your resin. When these are placed in your hypotonic solution, what happens? They swell up because due to endosmosis. We'll write like due to due to endosmosis, they will swell or increase in size. Okay, when we are placing this RBC or resin into your hypotonic solution, they will increase in size like this. Okay, so this is your RBC or resin when they are placed in hypotonic solution. So this was all your worksheet number 20 today. We will discuss another worksheet later on. Till then, thanks and keep watching to my videos.